There we go. It didn't. It was okay. We're live now. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? That's cool. Hillbilly Firewood and 420. The shark emojis right there. It was weird though because I was looking through Tubi TV, and Tubi TV has really some really unusual, crazy movies on there. I finally watched that Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. And it was on Tubi. It's on a bunch of other things too. So the guys who made that movie aren't dumb. They're gonna try to make money off that. I don't know because someone says like if you have a movie on Amazon Stream, you only get a percentage of what you know. 'Cause my friend Jeff Moscone had a movie, had it on there, and it's no longer available on Amazon. Plus, he had like the extended version. It was like 45. He had like extended like 55-minute version or something like that. Hi, Hillbilly. How you doing, brother? Um. Anyways, I look for they had something. I'm friends with that one guy who did Mad Ron's previews from Hell. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and like Slappy, the zombie ventriloquist dummy. I'm friends with him too on Facebook, and I remember he liked. I remember years back when I was in Fort Detrick, Maryland. I read Mad Ron's previews from Hell, and it's filmed in Lansdowne, PA. And I remember I used to order stuff from the movie poster plate. Yeah, we're gonna go. Okay, we're on 420. I got you. I got you, brother. And the movie poster place. I ordered a few things around. I had like the Jaws 3 press kit, and I'm gonna get a Friday 13th Part 3 posters in 3D with the 3D glasses. My mother was shy. Said, take that thing down when she finally saw it. Because I wasn't allowed to like. Because like a lot of times these people like drive you to certain things. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. Why? Because I said so. And then of course, you're not allowed to watch horror movies. Why? Because I said so. Of course, I'm big into horror films now. That's just the way it is. Well, anyways, I watched Mad Ron's previews from Hell, and that's back whenever like the VHS tape was wild in abundance. And there's always like different ways to sell stuff. They would sell like bloopers and stuff on videotape because they had like that bloopers and practical joke show that did pretty good. But more people like the bloopers than the practical jokes. And that was a big thing. And then they had movie trailers were a big thing. I remember getting a whole bunch of movie trailers back in the day when I was in the military. Mad Ron's Preview from Hell was a really cool show. It had like the one guy who was like in the theater, and there's all these zombies that came in to watch these shows. And what they did was they played a bunch of old trailers for movies, like I Drink Your Blood and stuff, but the uncensored stuff. The uncensored count where they show all the blood and stuff in there, and they said like, I remember it was like I Drink Your Blood. Now the one the zombie guy said I don't remember that much gore, and they said MPAA because the MPAA must have cut stuff up. I guess the movie trailers were allowed to show whatever they wanted. I guess nowadays they have if you see a movie trailer says this trailer's been approved for all audiences, or you'll see the red band trailer, which you'll see a big red thing there and say this movie's only been approved for restricted audiences. I've seen those too. I remember the one for Child's Play 3. I think that was one of the first red band trailers I saw. And they had Chucky, and one of his lines was "Don't fuck with the Chuck." I remember that. Anyway, Mad Ron's Preview How I heard there's a second one out. I looked for it on Tubi, right? I just put Mad Ron for whatever reason. This movie called Chum came out. Oh shit! Shark. I never heard of this movie before. I probably never would have if it wasn't for that. And I was looking for like a good photo of the put of that movie poster for the thumbnail, and then I saw the movie called Red Light District Shark Attack. So I gotta look out for that one. That one's not on Tubi. I gotta look out for that one too. Anyways, what Chum is about is they said like in 2012. Hey Nikki, you want to come out? You want to come out and do a shark movie review? Well, you can do it with me. I don't care. Let me give Dana a link too. Let's see. Yeah, you can come up if you want. Basically, what happened was they said in 2028 sharks are going to become extinct, and what they did was they were able to reanimate the corpses of sharks using shark DNA and this fungal this plant fungus that when it like sort of like a parasite when ants eat it, it rots out the brains and turns them into zombie ants, and using it along with human DNA, and it was used to reanimate sharks, right? And then they see this guy, and he's not, I mean, this guy must have been reading the script off the table. One of the least enthusiastic guys I've ever met. He went through a whole detailed process of what happened. He said, and then they had like this little baby shark, and it was just a shark puppet. I have one of those shark puppets at home. Oh, I think, oh no. Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that, Nikki. Well, you can watch my review then and just comment, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't know you had COVID. I'm so sorry. Boy, everyone's doing horrible, man. It sucks. I feel so sorry for people. It's been really kind of like a couple crappy weeks. And anyway, it looks like he's reading off the script. And and there's like a little baby shark on this thing, but it's a shark puppet because I have one of those things. Hit me real hard this morning. I think it's one of the ones that Grandma Ducky had. I mean, I had a more like a latex puppet. She had like a stiffer plastic puppet though. Cause I remember seeing a shark puppet. I mean, I got it a long time ago. They are around like $10 a piece on eBay. Yeah, I mean on Amazon. I mean, they might go out there for kids. I mean, sometimes they don't cover your whole hand. Cause I have big hands, right? It would just cover to like the top of my, well, it's like the middle of my palm. You're just supposed to go down below the wrist. But I have huge hands. Anyways, you see like the baby shark, and they said, okay, we've taken the DNA from this shark. It's supposed to be a dead shark. And it's just laying with his mouth up with like a little blanket over and stuff like that to hide that it's a puppet. And you see this guy with this big injection, say, okay, we have this DNA from a shark, this dead shark, and then we mixed it with the fungus of this parasite that turns ants into zombies. Okay, a huge big thing. And we're going to inject this in the shark. And they just showed it shooting it into the shark's mouth. Or maybe they did that off camera not to ruin the puppet. And okay, they did that. And then they said there was a human head right next to it, not a real one. It may be like one of those wig blocks he had from Gruesome Twosome. And he said, okay, this is my partner right here, my friend. After he put the injection, okay, now we're going to have the human DNA. He jammed the needle in there. He sucked up a bunch of blood. I mean, I don't know there's blood in there. He got from somewhere. And I mean, and they said, okay, now we're going to inject it. And he said it very unenthusiastically. I mean, he really like slowed it down. I think they're trying to like maybe have a little bit of filler in there. And he was just talking really slow, and he was like going off of the script, reading right off the table. It's okay. We have this stuff right here. We're going to inject it into this shark, and he injected stuff from the head or whatever it was, and then he put it in the shark, just in the shark's mouth. And all of a sudden, you see, okay, now we wait. And he looked at the shark, and then you see the shark just there, and all of a sudden he starts to move, making like weird sounds and stuff. And all of a sudden, like they got a phone call, and then you see the head fall over. That's a mistake. They didn't bother to write that mistake at all. They didn't bother to redo the scene. And he said, "Okay, the second batch of sharks are ready." And he says, "What? What are you talking about? How can you lose the first batch of sharks? How can you lose the whole cooler of sharks?" And then I think you hear a fart. I don't know if he did it on purpose or not. He said, yep, I just really shit my pants for what you said about losing those sharks. And he looked at the camera and said, now things are going to go completely out of control or something similar to that. And then they have like, they have like this, tune into, this countryside, you see like this girl and her cat and stuff, and you see a little shark, and you see the cat, and you see a shark eating the cat, and all of a sudden this heavy metal plays, and there's some good bands. There's one of the bands I know, Nunslaughter. I know of Nunslaughter. I saw that one video they did a long time ago. They did two songs. They did something about being a whore, which was really good. If you hear the lyrics for that, it's really fun if you have closed captioning. And great song. The movie starts out, and then it's like the main focus is like three people. It's one girl they have an interview with my mistake. They have an interview with this TV station, right? And this girl's like there saying, like, interviewing this scientist. And she says, now, you don't mind us coming down to where you're at? No, I guess not. And she says, I'll be honest, I just read this crap and just say what they tell me. I don't give a shit about what you have to say, or anything like that. And she said, oh, okay, I got you. And then the girl said, okay, there's one girl from News Story with a raisin on top or whatever it was, And I'm here with this one person. I'm glad to have you on. And she said, well, I'm glad you had me. And she was saying, like, okay, since sharks are going extinct, you found a way to reanimate them. And she was talking about the mixing the fungus with the shark and human DNA, injected into like a severed limb, and then a limb coming to life. And then she said, oh, you're playing God, huh? And they're not really, and the sharks aren't completely extinct. They're like 98% extinct. With all this overfishing of sharks, and also the defitting of sharks for shark fin soups, where they get the shark, right, and they cut off the fin, throw it back in for the shark to die. That's a real thing for shark fin soup. All stuff with the finning and overfishing of sharks, and the population has dwindled and stuff like that. We found a way to bring them back. So you're playing God. And then she said, she's being real dark, and then they start the heavy metal music. It's really good, from Nunslaughter. The lyrics are really funny. Because they were talking about being a whore and stuff like that, and I was like, wait a second. I wanted to know if CHUM was an alternate title for Red Light District Shark Attack. I don't think it is. But I got to look up Red Light District Shark Attack, see if I can find it, and do a review of that too. Like I said, it was a complete accident I found out about this movie, because it didn't have shark in the title at all. It had CHUM and a picture of a shark right there. Anyways, it starts off, it shows this one girl covered with tattoos, right? And then she's like sick in the bathroom. She's rubbing her stomach. So she's probably pregnant, because it's like morning sickness and stuff. Then you see these two guys at this bar, black guy and a white guy with the cap. And he's saying, man, I'm with my wife, and I don't know, man. I think she's sick. She's throwing up all the time. We're having our thing and stuff. The guy said, you don't think she might be? Don't you say it. Don't you say it. He didn't say pregnant, though. And then you see, like, there's another scene where, like, he's out, him and that one black guy are out in this one alley. And they're just walking down talking and stuff. And then you see this one crazy guy come up and bite this guy, right? And he must have been like a zombie or something like that. And the other guy freaked out, ran away. He ran like a little girl, right? So, man, what the fuck are you doing? And he said, I can't run these fucking flip-flops. He throws them against the wall. And it's really funny. I mean, this guy in the hat makes some of the goofiest faces. It's really incredibly funny. I think Spoof will like that. And it said, like, oh, man, we got back to our girlfriend. And all of a sudden, they have this scene with this woman with a little baby. And this is the part that, it's a movie, it's a silly movie. I don't think they had to do this. And the baby, oh no, the shark's going to get the baby. It's a little puppet shark. It's like, I don't want to see him get a baby. That's why you get people pissed off at movies like this. It's supposed to be a lighthearted, stupid shark movie. Don't have like a baby get hurt in it. And and it's like this one mom was on there, and you saw like the baby, lowering the baby in the crib, and you see the shark come in there. It's just a puppet shark. And then like, you see the lady like clean up all the balls and stuff. There was a lot of balls for that baby though. And then you heard the baby crying, and the woman went in there and she just saw the shark. I didn't show the baby hurt or not like that. The baby was just crying. So I assume the shark didn't hurt the baby. I'm going to say that, okay? Because they didn't show it. And all of a sudden, the woman, like, they show the shark come right towards her. It's just a little puppet shark. And they made it real serious, like she's screaming and frozen, freeze frame. Shark's coming at her, she's like, ah. She could have either like punched the shark and just threw it down or something like that. And then she just let the shark chew on her neck. But it's a puppet shark, like the one I had. Um, yeah, but I mean, it was a different one, you know. And I think what Grandma Ducky said, she's found like she went to Party City. She found it was like a pup shark. Oh God, shark puppet on the floor and Party City. She asked if she could have it. And I think the guy said they might have gave it to her for free. Or they might have charged her $1 for it. So we didn't know we had that. And then she says a lot's different than mine. Mine was like simple latex. This one is, I don't know if it's, hers looked like hardened plastic. I don't know if this one was more latex too. It probably was. And they see her screaming, the shark gets her and stuff. And then they go back to this other lady, and I guess she's putting on makeup. And then you see the shark kill her, and then they show like the sharks putting on putting on lipstick and drinking, eating popcorn, also like in Gremlins or something like that. They try and do like a Gremlin scene with these crazy shark baby puppet things. And what else was in the movie? They show like that one guy with a baseball hat, and that girl said, "Hey man, this guy's been bit. He's been bit." And he said, "Do you have any band-aids or anything like that?" And she said, "Like, well, go with some band-aids." Oh no, this is what happened. I mean, he was bit, right? He said, "Okay, man, you got to put it in the water." Oh, I don't think so. I mean, if you put it in the water, it's not going to coagulate. Are you sure about that? And then the funniest part of the movie said, wait a minute, I got to sniff it, I got to smell it. And he smelled it. Okay, he smelled it. And they said, why'd you smell it for? It's just a thing I have. I was like, God damn it. I guess he liked to smell blood. It was really funny the way he did it. I mean, his comedic time was really good in that movie. And all of a sudden, like, what happened in there? He said, I'll get some bandage and stuff. And then his girlfriend, the one with all the tattoos in the shower, right? And said, baby, we need some band-aids, you know, and the bandages. And she says, we don't have any band-aids. We're supposed to get some. And he said, well, there's some duct tape in out of the sink. And basically, she just put like gave him like a paper towel, have him hold a paper towel over it. When she got out of the shower, she looked at the thing. She's like, are you sure you're gonna be okay? All this for that? He said it hurts real hell. It hurts like hell. And he said, like, this guy came and bit me. And he's like, I kicked it out. I kicked that. No, he let the guy go away, right? Um, and then the guy said, we need some duct tape, right? And then the guy was really silly. He gave the duct tape. She wrapped it up. And after that, you know, she talks to talks to the girl, said the thing don't be okay. And then the guy said down, said, man, crazy day. I found the tape. And the guy said, why are we even friends? I said, I don't know. You tell me. And then there's a scene where that guy's like talking to this girl, you know, the guy with the baseball hat. It's really funny. And the girl said, you know, I might be pregnant. I said, wait a minute, it's not mine, is it? Why would you ask me that? Well, it ain't mine. I'm, you know. And she said, like, well, I want to have a baby. I said, well, I'm 44-year-old. I don't want to have a baby. I'm going to make a sandwich. And then they argue back and forth. He keeps bringing stuff out to make a sandwich. She keeps putting it back. Hey, I'm sorry. What are you doing? I was trying to make a sandwich. I'm just trying to clean up and stuff. It was really funny the way they did it. And from that point forward, it's been really silly. See, I got 0 people now. It's all right. I thought it was really funny. I liked the movie a lot. I'm trying to think other stuff. It's really weird because most of the movie is really funny. And then there was like 1 or 2 serious scenes, like the scene with the baby and that one lady. That was too serious and it was too silly right there. They should have just left the baby out of it. Just had that woman confronting Shark would have been much better. And they had like a lot of metal. And they had like ominous guitar playing. The music in the movie is pretty good. One song was like, yeah, a little so good parts. But I mean, they had some good band. They had good metal in there, which I really like that. It's really good to infuse movies like this with a good metal soundtrack, or any movie for that matter. Any movie for that matter. Get something to drink. I'm all verklempt. Oh man, let's see, 10. What's it? 10, 9, 8. Oh, I don't know. Um, let me see. Let me see if I can get someone else. Let's see if I can get someone else. Right now. Let's see. Okay, you wanna? Anyway, like I said, I found out this movie just by accident. There's so many movies buried in Tubi TV. I mean, there's some slash film called Death Screams. I never heard of it before. Released by what was it? United Film UFDS, I think. United Film Distribution System. And those are the ones who did like Mother's Day, that movie right there originally. I mean, now it's Trauma. I mean, but it was like I mean, they went out of business and someone bought them. And Laurel Corporation, but what was that? Who made Dawn of the Dead? I mean, the people that did Dawn of the Dead too, and a lot of the George Romero movies. What company? And they did Tenement too. Caloro did that, was involved in that too. I think it was United Film Distribution System. Let me say, Dawn of the Dead, 1978. Laurel Group, okay, by Laurel Group Associated, but was distributed. Who distributed it? I can't remember the name of the company. United Film Distribution Company, UFDC. That's what I thought. After films that come, that's what I was thinking. They went belly up and they got bought out by Taurus and made that horrible Creepshow 3. And I guess Day of the Dead 2 Contagion, which I heard is pretty bad, which I never saw that one. It played on Sci-Fi Channel though, but they play some bad movies. Anyways, I found out this movie way by accident. If you go on Tubi TV and you keep looking, you can go down a huge rabbit hole of like bizarre, obscure exploitation films. I mean, I saw some Arthur Gordon Lewis stuff. I wish they would have had some more stuff of his. I remember reviewing Linda and Abilene, which is like kind of messed up. And then Jimmy the Boy Wonder, I've always seen, you know. I highly regret. I know this one guy, one of the first people I met on YouTube, Finesse Pinel Nut. You know, he made a couple of movies. He did Suburban Roulette and Grunt the Wrestling movie. Now, I mean, his channel's still up on YouTube. He's not putting anything up now, though. However, a couple of his movies are still up there. He had Filmhouse Fever. A lot of those got taken down. He had a lot of music on there, a lot of concert stuff, some family stuff too. But I mean, he was one of the very first people I ever met on YouTube. The first couple weeks on YouTube, I didn't make any videos. I just watched movies and stuff. You know, I started my channel then, but I didn't really make any movies for a little bit. Or videos, I should say. And there was this one guy that mainly released a whole bunch of Arthur Gordon Lewis movies. I wish I would. I mean, a whole bunch of them, like really obscure stuff. I wish I would have. I wish I would have watched all of them when I had the chance. I didn't. But that was also around the time Dad passed away too. I remember, like, that was a little bit rough too. I mean, I wish I would have watched more of that stuff. I mean, that would have been really cool to watch that because I had a Roku at that time. I remember watching like Living Venus. I think Living Venus was there. I did a thing about Harvey Korman and the story of Living Venus. That was Harvey Korman's first movie. And then, like, when it was done, he was like talking to Arthur Gordon Lewis and David Friedman, saying, like, "Oh man, well, I don't know. I don't think it was that happy with the movie and stuff like that. So I'm going to go to LA and try my luck." And like a year later, he was on Carol Burnett show. And like years later in the 80s, I guess he was on a flight, and then David Friedman saw him, the producer, and he walked up to him and said, "Hello, Mr. Corman." I said, "Do I know you?" I said, "Yes, David Friedman, Living Venus." "Oh, okay. Hi, how you doing?" And then he acted like he didn't want to talk to him after that. Living Venus is a good movie. I don't know why he had a problem with it though. Um, I've seen far worse movies. I mean, like he was like part of like a tabloid. It wasn't like gore film or sex film or anything like that. I didn't think it was about me like a little drama about like a National Enquirer type magazine. I thought it was pretty good. He starred in it. Anyways, going back, I mean, you go down the huge rabbit hole on Tubi TV. You can find a bunch of stuff. I remember finding Hollywood High School, 1 and 2. I mean, real low budget movies and reviewing those. One about Killer Kites. A lot of the shark movies are there. And now I found there's more shark movies on there. I think there's like Red Water, Red Shark, or all this other stuff I never even heard of before. I mean, because they found out how to make these movies cheap, and they usually make money because people like shark movies and stuff. It's really crazy. Like, a movie's just called CHUM. There's no shark. There's a shark on the cover, but there's no sharks in it. I found out just by accident. And all of a sudden the sheriff gets involved. Like they call the sheriff and they said like, "Hey, there's a shark killing my cat." It's okay, real funny. Stop prank calling. Hung up and then the phone rang again. Hey, call the National Guard. Call the Marines. All the shark. And I'm tired of hearing about all the shark crap. And then he got one more call, and then there's like this news story saying like, "Attention, we have this disturbing news story. These sharks are taking over the world, well, taking the U.S. And the footage you see might be disturbing." They show like a bunch of little clips of people saying, like, "Oh, these sharks are getting us." It's possible what they could have done was they could have done like a contest, right? This is my idea of what happened. When they were making we do a contest, ask someone to film like footage of them react to sharks or whatever, just whatever you want, if it's funny and stuff, and then they submit it, and then maybe they'll put it in the movie. That's a guess. That's a guess. I don't know. And I went with that, and then they show like that girl, the shark coming up this guy's pants. He bit his nuts off and stuff. And you go, "Oh man," like that. And then the other guy with a hat, both the guy with a hat and the guy who got bit turned into zombies. They were trying to fight this girl, and sheriff blew him away. Said, "Well, I'm sorry about your brother. What are you doing, half brother?" And and then it goes like they had like a thing saying like the world is like in chaos and stuff, and they had like a big scroll saying like the sharks have taken over the world. The food chain has been reversed. Now the sharks are no longer the one to eat on the food chain. We are the chum or something like that. And then it's like 10 minutes. I guess they're doing filler. I know Charles Band used to do filler on some of the full moon movies. They'll have like a huge giant scroll that lasts 5 minutes. A huge giant opening scroll that lasts 5 minutes. With just like regular music that they always play all the time. And then the movie might be an hour just to stretch out the running time. But with this one, at least it played metal and stuff. So I played a bunch of metal, and then like the last few minutes, it just played. Hey, boy. Just something awesome, Bob. Brother, awesome, man. Cool, I'm glad you did. Thank you very much, brother. Oh, not much. Not much. You're just doing a shark movie review. I hope Nikki or someone else would come up. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of a weird night. Check something real quick. I have a feeling something else is going on. But like I said, there's lots of, okay, that ain't too bad then. Molly Lady did I don't know what she's doing now. She's doing like these all unrelated movies or something like that. I don't understand. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you watch Friday? That's what I heard. Yeah, doing a movie review. Oh, cool. Minecraft movie. I heard like I mean, I don't really. I heard like stuff about the Minecraft movie. You know, people going nuts in the theater and stuff. And like the chicken jockey stuff. I heard the new Final Destination is supposed to be good. People were talking about that last night. When I did the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey review, right? So see, now this is getting more like the obscure films. I'm really good at that. This is getting more subs too, and more people interested in what I have to say. And like I said, I review a lot of shark movies, and this is a shark film. Um, and like I said, when that scroll at the end, they play a bunch of metal music, and then it's like they play like this really low key music. And like, okay, it's getting a little bit, a little too stretched out now because there wasn't anything really listed that. I just see the Minecraft movie. Oh, I heard it's supposed to be really good. I heard that. I saw a trailer for it, and then Tony Todd looked like he's really in bad shape. Well, he passed away, though. Remind me of like Sid Haig was passed away whenever Rob Zombie was doing that third Devil's Rejects movie, Three for Hell, which I really liked. A lot of people hated that movie. And there were a couple scenes he did when he was real sickly, though, before he passed. And yeah, it was good. And if you watch CHUM, I mean, the credits stretch off for a while, but there's a bunch of good metal music, and then like 3 minutes is just like slow movie crawl with just playing like very low key music. Which I mean, they could just put some more metal in there or play another metal song. Then play the rest of that Nunslaughter song about the horse thing. That would have been really cool. And then there's like a scene at the very end with this guy. Oh, that's cool. I want to. I'll probably watch both of those. I probably will watch both of those, buddy. Okay. If you have a chance, what was I gonna say now? Right at the very end of that scroll, there's like a end credit scene. They're talking about this guy, like all these shark people, man, with their shark teeth, and they're eating all my food and eating the cats. All the cats are missing. Bring down the property values and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. And it said like no, they had like a master of puppets credit on there for like the shark puppets, and there was I don't know how many shark puppets they bought for the movie. Last time I looked at like $10. Let me see how much they are here. Beer brand. I like there's a couple. I mean I like malt liquor. I mean malt liquor you can get who'd say malt liquor pretty cheap. I like Red's Apple Ale. I like Killing Red. I like Red's Apple Ale and Killing. I like stuff like that. I'm weird. Let me look at oh it's Father's Day. Speaking of Father's Day, I remember like the night before my dad passed away, I remember buying that Granny Smith. I ever want to try different types of Red Apple Ale. I remember buying the Granny Smith Red Apple Ale. And I had one with my dad. Little did I know that was the last beer I ever had with my dad, right? And then he passed away that night. Then that night I was on my sister's, I spent some weekends at my sister's. And we were over at her friend's place season. We all had like just big fireplace, getting drunk and stuff. And I remember having the rest of the other four things of that Red Apple Ale, uh, Granny Smith. I think I gave one to Caesar. I can't remember. But I mean, we mentioned beer. That reminded me what happened with my dad too. But no, I like CHUM. I think CHUM was really good and funny. That guy with the hat was so funny though. There's a scene where that girl cut her hand and that guy like sniffing. It's like, I'm sorry, it's the thing, guys. The thing. It's really funny. The one thing with I don't know, I think they should have cut out the part uh with the baby though, because it's just too weird. I mean, that just you take it fun and you put something that might be like piss some people off in it. It's completely faked. I mean, you just heard the baby crying and stuff. I assume the baby wasn't hurt. You know, you saw the shark in there. I mean, it's just a little teeny baby thing. I go to Sheets a lot. I like Sheets. I mean, I haven't been there in a while. Maybe a couple months since I've been there last time. I like Sheets is really good because we have that in PA. I heard there's a Wawa place, right? And I give Chum probably a 9 out of 10. I've probably been like 9.5 and one for the baby scene. With sheets and stuff like that, people talk about Wawa, the food at Wawa being really good. We don't have one around here. There's other places that serve food, like there's Love's, which is like a travel center / gas station. But I mean, I think Sheets is really good. They have a kiosk there, over 24 hours. No matter, I mean, even like one time I was on my sister rolling and stuff like that with Christmas Eve. And everyone thing was closed. We went to Sheets and got some stuff there because that was always open. Oh, I love metal. I love metal. And they had a metal soundtrack in this movie, including songs from the band Nunslaughter, who I actually heard of before. But some of the bands they have near, like smaller band you never heard of before, I heard Nunslaughter before. They had 2 songs on there. What they should have done was like they played a bunch of metal. There was like a 10-minute scroll ending credits for filler in the movie because it's like an hour and 9 minutes. They had a bunch of metal in there, and then like 3 minutes. There's 3 minutes of that was like some really like slow. They should play another metal song in there too. My opinion, they could play another Nunslaughter song in there, or play the horror song they did. Um, no, I thought it was really good. I liked the movie. Uh, and I'm trying to think. Metal. Oh yeah, metal's fire. I love metal. Let me take. I gotta get an acid. Hold on. I got my acid. Oh, if you want to, just drop in. Just tell me what band. It might be a band I heard of though. I have a good knowledge of metal music and okay, what is it called? Volunteer. Okay. Now, let me look up Knocked Loose right here. Okay, hold on. Relatively new. Okay, well, I know System of a Down. I know System of a Down. But no, I'm talking about really obscure, like Napalm Death, Cannibal Corpse. I like that stuff. I'm big into that stuff. It's really cool. To me, anyways. Um, Something's going on. One I don't know about. Let's see. Dang it. Oh, cool. Less than you too. Knocked Loose. Oh, Knocked Loose. Fat. Cool. Relatively new one. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Let me look up something real quick. Something's going on. Oh, I wish. I was on Keita's earlier today. That was really cool. No, good. Hmm. I don't think they're getting weird anyway. So no, don't matter. Let me see. Man in sky. The wobble, Weeble wobbles. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're okay. They're okay. It's like what young kids say, like Melanie say, listen to. This stuff's okay, I guess. It's more like something my sister would listen to. But like, yeah, 3 Days Grace and stuff like that. I mean, I like heavier stuff like Cannibal Corpse, Napalm Death, Guar. I still like Guar. The new album coming out by Guar really soon, which is like 3 or 4 new songs. I heard 2 songs already because they had the music videos out after that. I think in a week or so it's supposed to come out. Return to Gorgo. It's like EP with I think 3 new studio albums and 4 live songs, or 4 new studio songs and 3 live songs. I'm talking about the comic book and all this other crap. Yeah, I still have some of the Food My subscribers. I mean, yeah. The strawberries. Well, I have strawberries and some of those frozen MREs. Yeah, I still got they sent it to me like about 2 weeks ago. I still have like 4 or 5 of them left, and there's one I reviewed that I haven't put up yet. Some of the ones they sent me were like ones I had before, but I mean that's okay. I don't mind. That doesn't bother me. Yeah, Sheets is awesome. Yeah, Sheets is awesome. Sheets is a wonderful place. Um, no, man, that'd be oh, cool. I don't. It might be Rockford Black Lagoon. Hey, ask how you doing, buddy? Hey, nice seeing you over here, man. Your lightsaber video, cool. Yeah, it was a silly video we did a long time ago. You should be here. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? This is a real Legion, though. You're the real Legion. The other Legion is fake Legion. You should be out here more often, buddy. Yeah, we learned stuff about movies and stuff. Oh, you're getting owned? Oh, no. Well, I heard about that. Like, what else is new? I mean, what else is new? I mean, they have a song called, there's a song from SOD, Dagny called Fuck the Middle East. All they do is fight, and that's all they do. So it's like, yeah, same thing in a different day. Oh, it's right. Okay, the crew, Rock for Black Lagoon. Yeah. I love horror movies. I was just reviewing one right now. The Chum is a horror film, horror comedy, though. I just found by accident on Tubi, You go down around. I mean, there's a bunch of shark movies I never heard of before. I've seen Train to Busan. I saw it on Netflix. I heard so much about it. And I think John bought the sequel. I heard the sequel was really bad, but I haven't seen the sequel. But I think John bought it though. Train to Busan's pretty good. I mean, you talk about all these zombie movies. Why don't people talk about Dr. Butcher MD? Even though there's zombies in it, it's not truly a zombie, it's more about cannibals. And people are transformed into zombies. One of the best movies out there, Dr. Butcher MD. Otherwise known as Zombie Holocaust. But I like calling Dr. Butcher MD. That's my title for it. You know? Um, I mean, the movies like that, I think the zombie film is I love zombie movies in the 80s and early 90s, and then they kind of died out for a while. And now there's so much zombie crap, you can't keep up with it. It used to be a big deal when you could find a zombie movie at the video rental store in the 80s, right? Like all these Italian ones. No one talks about the Italian zombie movies. They talk about the George Romero stuff, which is fine, too. George Romero is awesome. George Romero is the one who started the whole genre, redefined the zombie genre. Because before, it's like zombies were related to voodoo, right? And they're like, they have a witch doctor, and they had just have the zombies become like the Walking Dead, right? And they just do like, well, they might be said to kill somebody, but not like eat them or something like that. And they just do like slave labor, like in White Zombie, the Bela Lugosi movie. I watched the first season of Squid Game, yes. Oh, Black Goon better than Jamon. Oh, really? You still there, Aska? You speak your language about anime, buddy. You know? Let me see if let's make sure I was. Well, I said it to her, so yeah, I didn't do it. Never heard of. Okay, never heard of that one. I saw the first scene of Squid Game. I gotta see a second one. Oh, Canada was crap though. I think Aska's really knee deep into the whole anime universe. I remember stuff like Vampire Hunter D, uh, Akira, Lensman, Fist of the North Star, and then like Berserker, and they had Angel Cop, Wicked City. I remember my little niece. She found about Studio Ghibli. She found like stuff like the ones for kids are quite good, like Selling the Black Goomba Arms Dealer and not Pirate Mercenary. Okay. See the second. Okay, yeah, I gotta watch it. I'm watching right now. I started watching Only Murders in the Building on Hulu. I'm a big fan of like Martin Short and Steve Martin. And I think that one girl that Selena Gomez, can I just know, like, I guess she went out with Justin Bieber. She's really becoming a good actress, right? It's from Canada. Oh God, not Canada. Heard enough about Canada. Canada's so old. I mean, I don't know. I heard enough about them. But people, what about, yeah. Oh, just a lot of stuff about Canada. Like people like, just a handful of people. They've been like, Canada this, Canada that, Canada this, Canada that. Nothing bad. I mean, I don't have a problem with Canada, but there's some of the people that have been talking about Canada a lot. I have a problem with them. Not Canada itself, though. Canada's okay. Uh, yeah, just like too much, you know. I'm trying to think what else was there. My niece was talking about Studio Ghibli because I remember watching Cisco and Ebert. I don't know if I was asking. They saw My Neighbor Totoro. Yeah. Oh, TV shows are so, but I feel like they're overlooked by most people. Well, I saw that one movie, The Sadness. Was it The Sadness that Korean zombie movie? That movie's messed up. I think it was Korean. I've seen some Korean stuff before. But I mean, my niece found about Studio Ghibli, right? And I remember getting My Neighbor Totoro for my niece. Then finding out about Kiki's Delivery Service, and then Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle. So my niece has seen some of those old anime things. So she likes anime some. I don't know if I assume she still watches it, but I don't know the degrees in which she watched it, I've watched some anime through the years, but I mean, I'm not hardcore on it like some people are, you know. I know there's some stuff like Cowboy Bebop and all this other stuff. Oh my goodness. What the hell is going on? Something's going on. I don't know what. Something's going on. Mm. Mm. See something else. Something's happening. I know something's happening. I don't know what. Let me see something. Boy. Tell me. Don't. Nah, it's a little bit too much, brother. Let me see. Something's going on. Anyone else? Anything else happening? Parasite. Well, what about that? The Korean movie, that one for Best Picture. That's supposed to be pretty good. I heard it was. I don't know. Anime. See, I mean, there's a lot of anime. There's just so much of it, though. I just don't know what to watch. It's just like a whole. Well, I mean, this is the problem. Okay, just the problem. There's too much to watch now. You know, back when we were growing up, I mean, it's all the streaming stuff. There's so much unlimited stuff. TikTok, YouTube. I made like over 60,000 videos. I know people don't have time to watch all of them. I wish they would, though. There's just too much stuff out there. You can't keep up. It's only, it's only 26 episodes? Okay. I didn't know. I thought it was longer than 26 episodes. Okay, I'll watch Cowboy Bebop. I'll watch that. I always heard about Adult Swim. Need a fall too? Okay, cool. But what do you think of? I asked him. What do you think of like my niece when she was little, she used to watch what do you think of the ones like Totoro or Spirited Away or Kiki's Delivery Service or Howl's Moving Castle? I thought those were cool too. I gotta watch Cowboy Bebop. I heard stuff about it. Bleach, yeah. Oh, I know some anime is far to fall, but I like those other ones Death Note. What does that live action Death Note any good or was it weird? Because I know there's a live action one. I saw the live action version of Wicked City. I saw one about like 8 Man or something like that. I don't know if I saw the live action one of that or not. I remember Tetsuo Iron Man. That was really good. And Tetsuo Body Armor wasn't as good as Tetsuo Iron Man. I like that. Yeah, I'll see if I can find Cowboy Bebop. Let's see if it's on Tubi TV. I didn't know it was only 28 episodes. I thought it went. I didn't know it was. I just thought it was like more extended than that. Yeah, I'll watch that. I mean, I heard a lot of good stuff about that though. You know. Let me see. Let's look up Tubi TV. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong one. I gotta find it on here. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I like that stuff. Spirited Away was really good. I mean, my niece. It was cool. I got my niece into stuff like that too. You know, like Totoro and Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle and Kiki's Delivery. So those are all really good. Yeah. Oh yeah, that won Academy Award for Best Anime Movie. I always thought that one lady with the big nose kind of reminded me of Phyllis Diller, you know? Let me look up Tubi TV right here. Oh, shit. Why am I on the wrong fucking thing for? Let me see if they have Cowboy Bebop on here. Tubi TV is really good, and it's not showing the commercials, which I like that. They keep hyping up nice streams on there. The Teach and Time. I've seen that a few times. What was it called? Oh, Cowboy. They might have it on here. Well, I saw Ghost in the Shell. I saw Blue Murder too. Let me look up, see where it's streaming at. Let's see. Oh, it was only last one season? I didn't know that. Where's streaming at? Huh. That was a long time ago. It was from like the early 90s. Let me see. Streaming free. Okay, streaming free. Okay, I heard a lot of people raving about that show. Crunchyroll. Oh, it's on Crunchyroll? Yeah. I heard Crunchyroll's. Huh. I'll check it out. Oh, they got it's on Hulu and Disney Plus, I think. Okay, cool. All right, let me check it out. Okay, cool. Disney Plus. Yeah, Archive is pretty cool. I like Archive. But I gotta watch all Early Murders in the Building too. The two good movies worth watching. They're already having that crappy Snow White movie on there, which I ain't watching. That might have been a huge flop. They might as well try to get their money back on that stupid thing. Yep, Cowboy Bebop. It's on Disney. Cool. Season 1. Okay, cool. 26 episodes. Okay. Awesome. Oh, the episode. Okay. Pink Floyd. Oh, awesome. Let me check on IMDb real quick. See what IMDb gives it. Because I know they gave that CHUM like 3.4. Surprised the hell out of me. Usually a movie like that gets like a 1.7 or something like that, you know? Let me see. Okay, let's see how many episodes. Yeah, 26 episodes, Cowboy. Okay. Have to check that out. I didn't know. I thought it ran longer than that. The way people talk about it, I thought it ran forever. I only end up one season. But I mean, people love that show. They love that damn thing. You know? Huh. What time is that? Where's everybody at, man? Good. Huh. A lot of people live streaming though, you know. Boy, that one guy, Managed Music, boy, he does a lot of videos. I mean, people think I do a lot of videos. He does a ton of stuff. I mean, I think he does more than I do. I put like a little videos a day. I might do a couple live streams sometimes. I did like a live stream of I did 3 live streams yesterday. Well, I did one this morning for Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, right? I did Saturday evening live that had Nikki was on there, and then she dropped off. Trying to get Rita up there. Rita didn't go on there, which was weird. Then I did like a review of the Amazing Bulk earlier that Saturday. I don't know. I thought CHUM was pretty good. I found out about it just by accident. There's other shark movies. I should write the titles down. But they're making these shark movies for like cheap, and then all they did was order a bunch of shark puppets. Let's see how much shark puppets are on Amazon. Let's see if I can find the shark puppet they have. I mean, I remember I bought one around a long time ago, like $6-7. Grandma Ducky bought one that was like, I think they gave it to her for free or for $1 at Party City. Let me see if I can find the one that was in the movie. Because they must have bought about 3 to 10 of those things. That's probably where most of the budget went to. I don't know which one it was. I think it was this one. Yeah. Which one did I get? Let's see if I can do it like this. Oh shit, I can't do that though. Well, this is the one right here, the shark puppet. Shit, I don't want to send on my email. That's why I had trouble showing Amazon before. I mean, these are like $8.99, $8.68. I think that's the one they had with fin on it. Can't remember if there was a fin on mine. Mine was like $1 more. Mine was like a full $10. That was the one they had in that movie. There's like a blue one. But this one I had a fin on it too. But they don't. I mean, it's supposed to cover up all go while your wrist. Mine goes all the way up to like the top of my palm. Not long at all, man. Not long at all. Like I said, I think, I'm glad you're here, Aska. Everyone all left me, but I mean, it's up to them. Well, I distance myself from a lot of people. I never distance myself from you because I think you're a pretty cool guy. I mean, I made the right choice, Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, man. That's all that is. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. She doing a video? No way. She might be. I don't know. Trying to find where everyone else is at. Anyone else is doing a live or what? They just don't come over here or what? I don't know. No, I guess not. Weird. Let me check something real quick. Oh, 10 hours ago? Well, she did a dad. Oh, that's nice. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Let's see what else. Check a couple more things. Oh, I didn't check this. Certain someone reached out to me, which I thought was really cool. Yeah. Let's see. Oh man. Oh shit. I have to post that too. I don't know where's that one at, man. At least ask us here. It's just weird, man. Everyone's gone. Maybe someone went live or some shit like that, but I don't see anybody. Nope. Let's see. Yay. Oh, damn. Well, everyone's gone, man. Holy crap. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna try to go for a little bit longer and then may watch some more movies and may go live again, or I don't know, something like that. Something like that. Something like that. I did. I ask, are you there? Are you still there, Aska? If you're still there, I'll play a video. Let me know what you think of this. I don't know if he might not like. I don't know. I don't know if people like it anymore. Okay, and I'm gonna play. I want your opinion on something. I premiered this earlier. My friend Todd sent me a thing for Cobra Commander, like a ballad type thing. I thought it was kind of cool, and he let me use it. He just said I had to reference this channel, right? Let me find it. Let me know what you think of this. I thought it was okay. I thought it was kind of cool what he did. I have to find it though. See, I mean, I don't know what's up with the channel. It's not getting views like it. These aren't getting views like they used to. You used to get killer views on here. A lot of channels aren't getting the views they used to on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. I think everything's oversaturated though, and nothing gets to where it's supposed to. Okay, let me know what you think. Okay, cool. Let me present it. Present arms about face. He who wants the man's Cobra Commander. Let me know what you think, okay? All right, here we go. What do you think? Cool. He did a mixture of like AI and live action. Iron Cobra Commander makes his stand. Hello, my bitches. Here is Dark Decree. G.I. Joe trembles when he's free. Action figures line up on his wall. That's something like it. Not them though. Creating AI animations, that's his game. Iron Cobra Commander is his name. Iron Cobra Commander is his name. Bow down to his serpent. It's AI. Fear runs deep, evil plans he does keep. Iron Cobra Commander reigns supreme. G.I. Joe's worst dreadful dream. I'm a metal guy, but I think it's kind of cool. This is an AI song. Iron Cobra Commander plans total domination of YouTube.
riding an armored T-Rex into the fight with an arc reactor-powered velociraptor and a dreadful bite. The Joes faces multiversal armies in their final stand as the mighty commander shouts, "I was once a man." He terrorizes bitches in their sleep, but a deep dark secret he does keep. For as the commander stretches out his scaly hand, he shouts in a hissing voice, "I was once a man." He was once a man. Hello, hello, my bitches.
Dressed like a damn little girly though.
Laughter echoes in his lair. His evil minions find despair. Every multiverse villain joins his cause. Dinosaur fangs rip through Joes with no pause. Bow down to his serpent staff. Fear runs deep, world domination plans he does keep. Iron Cobra Commander reigns supreme. G.I. Joe's worst dreadful dream. He terrorizes bitches in their sleep, but a deep dark secret he does keep. For as the commander stretches out his scaly hair, he shouts in a snake-like voice, "I was once a man." He was once a man. Hello, hello, my bitches.
I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. He said it took him a couple hours to do that though. That's pretty neat, man. I really like it. Well, I got my CHUM video on there. Cool. Chumbawamba. Oh, Berg's is live. That's okay. Well, a lot of people are live now. Holy shit. Berg's is always live. It was kind of, I mean, I know it's so, I mean, it's weird seeing like, Co-Commander dressed like, dancing like a girl, but I thought it was kind of neat for what it was, you know? That's why, I mean, you know, there's always such wide variety of stuff and not just like, you know, appealing to like the same 20 people. I'm breaking free of that shit. You know, I want to appeal to everybody. One little bit, I mean, one person like one thing, one person like something else. You know, I just like, I mean, I don't want to just kiss ass like 25 people, you know? I mean, it was weird, dog, because I'm more of a metal guy. But a lot of stuff he sent me like R&B and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool, like the Cosmic Cookies thing. That one thing Coda sent me a long time was death metal, and then like I had that other thing which was heavy metal that Todd did for me. You know, that was kind of cool. I don't know. It went live, man. That's fine. But sister's not working tonight, so no phone calls at 9 o'clock. I was on Keita's. I wish Keita would come up. I was on Keita's today in the morning. That was cool. Yeah, I don't know. I might. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I might listen to some music or something. I guess that's it for right now. I mean, I really like Chum. I mean, I found it just by accident. Uh, let's see. I mean, there's Red. Let's look up Red. Okay. I mean, there's some other stuff I never heard of. Red. I mean, I read Sonia, of course. Uh, what is that? Red Water. Yeah, Red Water is like another shark one right there. Dark Water, Blood Bite. I never saw that one. God, there's so many shark movies. Frankenfish, seen that. Blood on the Water. Saw meets Jaws? What the hell is this? Ah, blood on the water. One called Water. Is that a shark movie too? Babe Watch. Let's see. They changed the open water cage dive. They changed the name of that one. Dark Water. I don't know if that's the same thing. Megalodon the Frenzy. Was that from I think I see Silent. I might have seen that one. Yeah, I saw that one. That was the one with my I seen that one. It's okay. Yeah, I seen that one. That was a sequel to that. That was all right. They got so many damn movies on there. That's all you have to have is have Tubi on there. Tubi's insane. That's what they got. Let's go. I guess that's it. I mean, when I had Chum up there, go back to Chum. See what movies were like also on there and recommended. I always seen it though. I'm not gonna watch it again. Okay, Alien Shark. Okay, Jurassic Shark C3 event. I gotta watch that. Oh, they got Crab movie. I gotta watch that. Graveyard Shark. Oh man, I gotta watch that. Oh shit, there's so many. I see some of those though. Oh man, what's that? Crabs about? Raven Summer? Mutated by nuclear runoff, a horde of Nordic horseshoe crabs descend on sleepy California and release. Oh, that sounds cool. I might have to watch that too. It looks like they spent some money on that one. As from Raven, Raven, whatever it was, that movie company, yeah. Yeah, let's go to 12020. And wrap things up. I might go watch something else and do another live stream tonight's young, man. It's only 12 o'clock. I'm glad I did. I mean, I did extended review of Chum. I reviewed so many shark movies. I mean, I got to put shark movie on here, so I'll go in the shark movie category. I love shark movies and stuff. I think they're really cool. Let's do 120, 20, I guess. So, okay. I want to thank everybody who was in chat. I was hoping Nikki would come on. Nikki's in pain. Suka came up. It's nice seeing him come up again, or her coming up. Got some new people like Borkulus and this guy Dotard Alphalus. Yeah, seeing him come up. I mean, we get new people day and night. It's great. I love it. Who's that one guy that was up here? Okay, the other world according to Bob. Okay, he's there. Okay. There was someone else too. I mean, Nikki was here, but she does feel sick, so hope she feels better soon. Nikki and Hillbilly Fire went 420, of course. And he had like the shark emojis right there, which is really cool. Okay. So I hope you like this review, buddy. Until next one, please take care, my legion. Good night, bye, good night.